Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me for another episode today. This is going to be a pretty big card, just a single card reveal and a little bit of slab talk today. So as a quick reminder, the year 2022 is kind of a big year for me in the hobby. So I got back into sports card collecting after taking a break during college and early adulthood to kind of get settled into my job and purchase a home and those types of things. Got back in late in 2007 or in the fall of 2007. And so this year marks my 15th year back in the hobby. Been at it pretty consistently since 2007, have not been bored yet. And it also is my second year here on the YouTube platform after running a sports card blog for pretty much the entirety of those first 13 to 14 years. Just having an absolute blast here on YouTube. And I kind of wanted to celebrate my second year on YouTube and my 15th in the hobby as an adult with some big cards this year. And initially, when I brought this up, my goal was to try to add one sort of big fish card, so to speak, every month, or show one on the channel every month. I'm not sure that's going to be possible as we get into the later portion of the year. I do have some news or some change coming in my personal life that may make that a little bit difficult. It's not anything bad. Don't be concerned for me or anything like that. And I'm sure I'll have more on that, in the future. But for now, suffice it to say, I don't know if I'm going to necessarily get 12 big cards this year. But while I can, I'm trying to stick on the one per month average pace here for big pickups this year to continue my celebration. So in January, I picked up this Mark Messier rookie card out of 1980 O-Pee-Chee hockey. Very, very proud of that one. Really underrated player in hockey history. And then the big card that I was able to land in February, one that I've wanted for a very long time now, was the Koufax rookie card that you see there front and center. And so with March, most of March behind us now, wanted to make sure to post my pickup for March. Now, I didn't grab this in March. I got this a couple months ago when prices were actually a little bit cheaper than they are now. Believe it or not, this card has already gone up some in value just since I grabbed it. And unlike the first two that I showed, this is not a vintage card. So I actually consider both of these to be vintage. I know everybody has a different definition of what constitutes vintage versus modern. Personally, I view anything as 1980 and earlier as vintage, just because 81, at least in the baseball landscape, is when Topps kind of lost its monopoly and other brands began to get involved, Fleer and Donruss. So I kind of choose 1980 to 81 as my marker in the sand. And so I view both of those cards that you see in front of you as vintage. Well, the third big one that I picked up this year is definitely a modern card. It's a player that's appeared quite a few times here on the channel. I guess I've sort of fallen into becoming a collector of this guy. And it's none other than Juan Soto. So a lot of the Juan Soto cards that I've shown in the channel's history have been budget pickups, and I'm still always on the lookout for those. I have a Z folio that I'm building up, and I love finding those awesome, pretty unique Juan Soto cards for, $1 or $5, even $10, here and there. This is a case where I kind of extended myself and got a big one. I wanted to have at least one really significant card of the guy in my PC. I didn't want it to all be budget pickups, and did a lot of research, spent a lot of time kind of agonizing. I asked quite a few friends of mine in the hobby for their opinion when I had it narrowed down to 2 to 3 different cards, and ended up settling on this one monster here. So this is the pink refractor of Juan's 2018 Topps Chrome Update rookie card. Very desirable card. I love the way this card looks. This is absolutely a case of the slab in hand looking way better than it does on video, and even the video and YouTube format not necessarily doing the card justice. My lighting in here is not perfect today. It's pretty bright in here, so you're seeing a little bit of the refractor element on this card, but for those of you who have seen any 2018 Topps Chrome Update card in hand, they did an amazing job with the pink refractors this year. Knew I wanted to get that big Soto rookie, like I mentioned, and this one was, in the mix from very early on, and ended up winning out above, all of the other choices that I was considering. I just love this pose. I love the fact that this is, while it's a shiny and somewhat rare version, it is the flagship rookie that that's sort of most memorable, I think, as far as Soto cards go. I did consider getting like the hands on hips, short print variation, or, other cards like that are equally as expensive, quite honestly. But in my mind, I just felt like this was the one that if I was going to acquire one single kind of big Soto rookie card, I wanted it to be this card. I'm a sucker for shine and refractors in general. I love Topps Chrome. I love the image on his rookie card, and I'm so happy that I was able to add this one into the collection. A very fitting kind of first big modern pickup for my plan of adding some huge cards this year. It definitely remains, at least at this point in time, and probably for the foreseeable future, my single best Juan Soto card, and definitely one of my favorite baseball cards that I've picked up in years now. Really excited to see how the season comes together and how Juan performs as an individual now that the labor issues have been sorted out, and we're going to be treated to a full 162 games of Major League Baseball. And, it's going to be entertaining to watch Juan do his thing this season, having the Z folio of cheap pickups building up, but also having this significant rookie in my collection of the man. So I'm going to keep this shorter than usual, and really just wanted to show off that one slab, hoping to keep this trend going into the months of April and beyond, at least through the summertime anyway. And really appreciate everybody taking a few minutes of their time to stop by here and check out my significant pickups as I roll along. I hope everyone's enjoying the hobby, and I will certainly be back in the very near future with some more sports card content. Until then, take care.